Hey, what is up mortals, it is JamesCfer here, and before we get into today's video, I'd like to thank my supporters on Patreon. Their support means a lot to both myself and the channel. A link to the Patreon will be in the description below, as well as a link to the Discord group chat where you can talk to myself and other mortals like yourself. There's quite a few people already in there, and it'd be awesome if you joined us. So this is What If Gohan Turned Evil Part 1. Piccolo observed over the Sun family, watching and waiting for the perfect opportunity to strike at Goku to kill him. But he doesn't just want to physically destroy Goku, no, that's too easy, he wants to mentally destroy him as well. Not too long after the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, Piccolo hears a crying sound from inside of Goku's house. It's weird, high-pitched and annoying. He flies over to the window to see a little baby. Goku has a son? This baby could be the key to teaching Goku a lesson. So in the dead of night, when everyone was asleep, he snatched up Gohan, flying out of the house before anyone knew he was there. He gets far away into the wasteland before stopping, now holding the now screaming Gohan by the tail, ready to kill him. But he stops as a dark thought flows through his mind. He could kill Gohan, but that wouldn't stop his revival by Shinron. If he makes this child his own, however. The next day, Goku awakens to see Chi-Chi crying. She tells him Gohan is gone. Immediately, Goku knows who did this and is angry. So angry that he grabs his gi and leaps out of the roof, calling for the Nimbus. Whilst flying on the Nimbus, he grabbed his gi and equipped it, while also putting his power pole on his back. Piccolo senses Goku flying around and he knows what he's doing. He can't fight Goku to his own death. It's too easy, he has to hide. So he takes Gohan and himself into a cave, and then suppresses his power level so that no one can sense him. Goku at this point is angry to the point that he fires a Kamehameha at the wasteland, where he last sensed Piccolo. While a rational person would not do this because their child is there, Goku is bloodlusted and not rational. Goku continues to search for Gohan for over a week straight. He returns home to Chi-Chi empty-handed, and that just breaks her. Her baby's gone. She can't do anything. This causes her to go into shock and just mentally breaks down. She doesn't talk or show emotion anymore. She just cooks and sleeps. Piccolo spends his time raising Gohan, teaching him his evilness. He makes Gohan murder animals for sport, which makes Piccolo appreciate him slightly more. He slowly becomes like a son to him. This brings out Gohan's just violent nature as a Saiyan. He tends to get angry if something doesn't go his way, which begins to worry Piccolo when they spar. Gohan begins to struggle to speak. His sentence structure sounds more like a caveman than anything else. Piccolo didn't think it was too important to teach him how to talk, since he was just going to be a tool in, well, Goku's destruction. During those 2 years, Gohan pretty much spent all of his time training. He was usually tired during the night, so he never looked at the full moon, just managing to get by sleeping. 5 years have now passed since the 23rd Tenkaichi Budokai, and things have only got worse for the Sun family. Chi-Chi doesn't talk anymore despite Goku trying to remain optimistic, and he waves goodbye to her as he flies off to Kame House. He arrives where Krillin, Bulma and Roshi await. Goku greets them, talking about what's happened in the 5 years. Goku explaining that, well, he had a child and now the child's been kidnapped by Piccolo. Everyone is shocked that Piccolo would do something so evil. And it's right about this moment that in the wasteland where Piccolo and Gohan are meditating, a massive power level approaches them. The two remain calm for the most part, and look at Raditz as he lands. Raditz says to Piccolo, "You're not Kakarot." And then he turns to look at the boy, and seeing the tail wagging, "Is that a Saiyan?" He mutters under his breath before turning on his scouter and seeing the power level of the Saiyan is 30. Pathetic. The insulted Gohan takes a step towards him, ready to attack him, but Piccolo stops him, telling not to attack just yet. And before Raditz attacks, his scouter goes off and he realizes, well, that might be his brother, so he quickly flies off to go check it out. Raditz arrives and reveals the origins of the Saiyans just like normal. Then it clicks in his mind. "Kakarot, did you by any chance have a child?" This confuses Goku and he asks why. Then Raditz explains, he saw a small Saiyan child with a green man not far off, and this shocks Goku. He demands to be taken there with a clenched fist. Goku is now bloodlusted again. Raditz can see his brother's rage building up, and he says yes, he'll take him there. Raditz wants to see just how Saiyan-like Goku is. Both brothers fly off to go confront Piccolo. As they leave, Bulma throws a capsule down for a jet, telling Roshi and Krillin to get in. The two get in when a ki blast makes it explode from above. They look up as Gohan rushes behind Bulma with the sword. He holds it to her neck, eyes filled with anger. She trembles in fear, and Piccolo's slowly descends towards them smiling. He raises a hand up and says that it would be a pity if Goku was to return and find out his friends were all dead. Roshi throws a rice cooker on the ground and starts to use the Mafuba on Piccolo, which Piccolo predicted, reversing the attack, sealing Roshi inside of it instead. With his telekinesis, he places the rice cooker inside of his mouth and swallows it. Piccolo turns to Gohan, telling him to clean up, walking off. Piccolo leaves Gohan, and Gohan throws the sword into the ocean, walking towards Krillin, powering up as he approaches. This causes sand and rubble to rise around him. Goku senses this and Raditz sees it on the scouter. The two turn and just completely shocked. 60, 90, 145, 200, 390, 460. Raditz and Goku rush back towards Kame House, ready to stop whatever's about to happen. Gohan attacks Krillin, and with a few blows easily takes him down. Gohan wasn't hit a single time by Krillin, and Krillin is just shocked. His whole body's just shaking as he looks at Gohan, terrified. Gohan grins as he turns around seeing Bulma ready to attack her when he hears, "Hey Gohan, that's enough." He turns around to see Piccolo saying stop. Gohan sniffs at him as Piccolo shows fear before being uppercutted, poofing back into Oolong as he falls to the ground dazed, barely alive. Krillin stands up apologizing to Goku for what he's about to do, charging up a Kamehameha with all of his power. Using some basic math, Krillin's Kamehameha power level at this point at max, using his life force and Genki, would be about 474. He fires the attack at Gohan, which is countered by leaping backwards into the ocean. As the beam rushes over his head, Krillin realizes just how well Piccolo taught him. He floats back up, rushing towards Krillin, but before he hits, Goku uses the Flying Nimbus to block the blow before leaping down as Raditz lands next to him. Gohan looks at his father and uncle angrily. He wants blood. Goku knows he can't kill his son, but he sees no other choice. He'll do what's best for Earth. Raditz can see the pure evil in his nephew's eyes, and he thinks that Gohan might just be a good asset for the Frieza Force. If you want to fight, you've got to move to somewhere more like a desert, Goku says before leaping onto the Flying Nimbus and jetting off. As he flies, Gohan follows him angrily as Raditz tails behind. The three land in a wasteland. Immediately Gohan attacks his father, punching and kicking with ease. Goku doesn't even have time to remove his weighted clothing before another punch slams against him. He knows Gohan is much stronger than him, and there's no way to defeat him in his current state, except possibly one. Goku rushes at Gohan, throwing a punch, but disappearing before it actually hits. In after image, he then reappears behind Gohan, grabbing the young boy's tail as he falls to the ground, weak and injured. Goku apologizes to his son, before being met with a swift ki blast by Raditz. Raditz walks over to the badly damaged Goku. He leans over telling Goku that he'll make sure that Gohan is treated right. Right as he walks over to Gohan, Gohan begins to attack Raditz, but he's easily knocked to the ground. Raditz then starts attacking Gohan to try and put the boy down so that he can take him away. This just enrages Gohan. He's tired of being weak. He stands there with rage building up in his eyes as he screams, a white aura surrounding him. Rocks start to float into the air as his power level rises 500, 700, 1200, 1300, 1600. With one punch, Gohan knocks Raditz to the floor badly damaged before falling unconscious. Raditz stands up, injured. It'll take more than that to take me down. Don't get so cocky. Right as he said that, a blast hit him in the back. It was Piccolo. The blast went straight through Raditz's chest. Right through his back and out through his chest. Blood gushes out of the wound. It was a special beam cannon. He falls to the floor as Piccolo flies over, staring him in the eyes with a grin. Then Raditz promises that stronger Saiyans will come. Much stronger than him, and they'll destroy this world. Which makes Piccolo angry. I'm gonna rule this world. As he stomps on Raditz's head, killing him. Piccolo then walks over to Goku, realizing that after all of this time, his mission is finally complete. He's now the strongest, as he holds a hand over Goku's back, blasting him right through the chest, looking him right in the eyes. He thinks to himself, I can take over the world now. There's no one here to stop me. But now he starts to think, there's no point. If those Saiyans are stronger, and they're gonna just take over the world, it's just pointless. I should just get stronger than them and let them do all the hard work for me. Anyway, that's it for this video, everyone. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. And as we always say, peace out, mortals. Have an amazing day. Eyes in the sky, gazing far into the night. I raise my hands
into the fire, but it's no use, 'cause you can't stop it from shining.